Hey guys, what's going on? In this video I'm going to show you how to replace a damaged strut. This is a '03 Ford, what is this? Ford Taurus. Okay, that's where we're at. Obviously you want to take off, well, there's the rear of the car first of all. See, that's the front, working in the rear right now. First thing you want to do is jack up the car, and I have it jacked up in the center right there. Make sure you use jack stands, and then remove both of the wheels. Once you have the wheels off, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove this 10mm. Okay, and now this thing is free. Alright, next thing, let's go ahead and try to loosen this guy up. Okay, now that one bolt I just pointed out, that thing's on there really good. As you can see, it's not even budging. Granted, it's not the most powerful impact gun, but it does 210 foot-pounds, and it doesn't even move it. So let's go ahead and spray with some penetrating oil. And I think I'm gonna go get a breaker bar. Okay, so I came at that bolt with a breaker bar and it wouldn't even budge. So next I pulled out a little mini torch I have here, and I didn't heat up the bolt itself, I heated up the metal around it. Okay, the metal that the bolt goes through. So I heated that up for a little while, and I kept spraying it with some penetrating oil, and now I got it to the point where if I keep backing the bolt out and driving it in back and forth, it's starting to move. It's coming out, so let's push it back in a little bit. Back out again. Let's see. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. Basically just keep working it in and out, eventually it'll come out. Okay, and I finally got it out. There it goes. So yeah, that one's on there real good. I mean, it's gonna be mighty difficult without an impact gun to get that off. But now that we got it out, next step you would want to do is remove this stabilizer link, which is this one right here. Luckily for me, mine is broken at the bottom. It's not even connected to the stabilizer bar, so I don't got to worry about disconnecting it right now because it's already disconnected. But that's the next thing you would want to do. Okay, so the next thing we're going to take off is this nut right here, and that's a 21mm. So let's go ahead and get that off. she's being a stubborn one. And there it goes. Okay, so next I went ahead and sprayed some penetrating oil right here between the strut and the actual knuckle. So you want the oil to try to penetrate between these two. So I sprayed it in here all the way around. And all I'm going to do now is grab this big chisel and a hammer and start hitting this all the way around it until it starts to go down. As you can see, it started moving already. It probably went down like a 1/4 inch. So let me go ahead and get that off. Okay, that wasn't too hard. A little bit of work, but wasn't hard. I did find that I have to take off this 10mm right here, just so you have a little bit more slack in the brake line. But yeah, just keep hitting on this with your hammer and chisel, and it slowly walks its way down. And well, I just kept applying the penetrating oil, you know, little by little as I was going along. So that's all off. So at this point, the strut's completely free of all the suspension down here. So next step is to go inside the car. Okay, before you start working inside the car, make sure your hands are clean. You don't want to get any type of grease or oil inside the car. So first thing you're going to pull off is the bottom part of the rear seat. And there goes this side. So you do need to push it in, and while you're pushing in, just kind of yank upward and it'll come free. So let's go do the other side. Okay, so this side is off as well, and all you do now is just pick it up and pull it out. Just kind of push it out of the way so it doesn't really bother you while you're working. Jake is here. Jake, say hi. Hi. Alright, so the next piece we're gonna work with this piece right here. Okay, and to get this piece off, there's gonna be 2 bolts. My hand is blocking, okay. And you see this one? So there's the one you have to take off. And on the other side is the same bolt in the same location. So just get those 2 out. I believe they are 13s. Yeah, 13mm. So okay, now that both of those are out, should be able to grab the seat from the bottom and lift up. Alright, let me put the camera down. Okay, so I got it out. Here it goes right here. And this is all you're doing. When you're lifting it up, you're basically unhooking it from this. This hook pretty much sits inside of here. So like I said, just lift up and then pull it out. And now we're at this spot. Now this has to come off. Alright, the first thing we're going to do here is remove these little plastic push-ins. There's one here and there's another right there. As you can see, I've already pulled them out. I'm just using a panel prying tool. So get that one out and get that one out. Okay, now this top panel right here, you just start gently pulling on it from the edges and it comes out very easily. Once you get it out about halfway, like it is now, you just want to lift up on this and kind of unhinge the third brake light, and then you could disconnect it, because the wire does run through this hole. Push that through, maybe get the light out the way, and as you can see, this part is now free to come out. So next step is to get this piece up. Let's see. Up. And just like that, it comes off that easy. And there you go. You do all this work to get to these 3 nuts back here. So those are the 3 nuts for the actual strut itself, and let's go ahead and remove those. Okay, so now that you got the 3 nuts removed from there, I just came in and grabbed the strut, and it was just free to pull out. And now I have it here on the ground. Kind of ran into a problem now. The spring is actually broken. I don't have a new spring. All I have is the actual strut. I didn't know the spring was broken. So it looks like I'm going to be returning the strut that I bought, and I'm going to end up getting a whole assembly. Alright, it takes a little bit of wrestling, but you know, you could just get that right up in there. What you want to do is lean it on top of the knuckle right here, and let that support the weight while you go inside the car and put the nuts on top of the strut mount. So I got that all tightened up there. Now what I'm gonna do is grab some of this anti-seize, and I'm just gonna put it all around here. First of all, to help it lubricate as it goes into the knuckle right here, but also to kind of keep some future rust out of there, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so I got this bolt in right here. I put a little bit of anti-seize on the threads also, just kind of keep some future rust out of it. Just ran it in with the impact gun, everything tightened up nicely. And then I put my 10mm for the brake line. I did have to use my impact gun for that, because this little tab that comes with the new strut isn't tapped for threads, so you just gotta kind of run it in and make your own threads. And also don't forget to put your 10mm back right here to support the brake line. And that's pretty much everything here. I mean, aside from installing the new stabilizer link, which I have to get that inside of there, but everything else is done right here. Now all you have to do is go inside the car and put everything back together. Here's a comparison of the new link to the old one, and I also went ahead and did the driver's side as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you like my video. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.